Eddie Murphy's son Eric and Martin Lawrence's daughter Jasmine announced on Instagram that the two were engaged. 35-year-old Eric Murphy and 28-year-old Jasmine Lawrence both have parents that are comedy legends. Starting with Eddie Murphy, shooting to fame in the 1980s as a regular cast member on Saturday Night Live, then breaking out as a successful actor in movies such as 48 Hours, Trading Places, and Beverly Hills Cop. Since then, he has made countless iconic American films that have grossed a worldwide total of almost $7 billion. Martin Lawrence came to fame in the late 80s doing stand-up at comedy clubs. Then, after winning a performance spot on the TV show Star Search, he was scouted by TV executives to work on a show called What's Happening Now. He soon landed breakthrough roles such as House Party 2 and Do the Right Thing, until achieving monumental success with his home hit TV series Martin from 1992 to 1997. Both of these icons are still active in Hollywood, and now their children are getting married. What an amazing American love story. That's just my opinion. What do y'all think? Let's go. Hello my people, thank you for joining me for the recap. So this video was very special to me because I love Eddie Murphy and I love Martin Lawrence. You know, I think the two are an American iconic comedian duo. You know, both of them came up from the trenches. I mean, these people worked hard to get where they are. And that's something that we can't take for granted in 2024, because I'll tell you why. A lot of people, a lot of these current acts, these current talent acts, they didn't work that hard to get where they are. Now, I'm not talking about anybody specifically. I'm not saying any names, but you know the people who I'm talking about. You know the comedians who it seems like they just came out of nowhere and they've been put onto the map. Now, this is not the case for Eddie Murphy, and it most certainly isn't the case for Martin Lawrence, because these people literally came from nowhere. I mean, when you talk about Martin Lawrence, he did Star Search. He did Star Search, and the man was talented. He was chosen out of a bunch of people to perform on Star Search, and he didn't win, but just because of that performance, it launched the entertainment industry into casting him for a role. So all I can say is Martin Lawrence is extremely talented. And as far as Eddie Murphy, let me tell you something. To make it as one of the few black cast members on the historic and the phenomenal SNL that has launched so many careers, to be one of the beginning pioneering acts, bro, that took a lot of talent. Those people weren't giving Eddie Murphy a single thing, and to have a fantastic movie career right after. I mean, in the middle of it, doing Vampire in Brooklyn, doing the Beverly Hills Cops, and all those other movies that were mentioned. So a lot of people probably are thinking, Vandor, why in the world did you not focus more on the married couple? The Jasmine and the Eric, you know, Murphy and Lawrence respectively. Why didn't you focus on those? The reason why is because these are new people. These people, you know, don't really do a specific talent. They might. I don't know. I haven't really researched it, but that's not why we stumbled upon their story. We stumbled upon their story because of the greatness of their parents. So I had to highlight Eddie Murphy's historic career. Amazing historic career. $7 billion this man's movies have grossed. $7 billion. Now that's a figure that most people ever, most actors, most even notable actors who you know the name to, not unknown extras, I'm talking about notable actors, will never reach that benchmark. So that brother really needs credit. And the fact that he and Martin Lawrence are still out here making movies, whoo, phenomenal. Now, Martin Lawrence's box office successes have been slightly less, but he is still in the billion-dollar mark. The Bad Boys franchise alone is multiple $1 billion. So, I mean, the fact that these people are able to have such a historic and amazing legacy, and they're still doing things in 2024 when they absolutely don't have to. They could absolutely be retired on a beach, forgot all about production and movies and things of that nature, but they do it because they have a certain passion, the same passion that drove them to do this in the first place. You don't just wake up one day and, you know, forget about the things that made you
who you are, made you a notable figure? Absolutely not. So they do it because they want to do it, still today. He didn't have to make that new Beverly Hills Cop with Axel, with Foley. He didn't have to make the Bad Boys sequel with Martin Lawrence didn't have to make that Bad Boys sequel with Will Smith. There we go. They didn't have to do that. But they did it because they still love the passion and their fans drive them for it. Much in the same reason like your brother makes these videos, because I love you guys. With that said, this video has come to a conclusion. I hope that you enjoyed the analysis, and I most certainly hope that you enjoyed the original video, because thought and creativity, as well as a different perspective, goes into each video that your brother Vandor makes. And that's why I appreciate you. Do me a favor if you can, maybe share, maybe like the video, maybe if you want to, drop me a comment. I appreciate y'all, my people. I'll catch you on the next episode. I hope you have a fantastic day. It is time. Let's go.